Hello guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. This is the Foxy family and my name is Caleb the Foxy King.
And it's your guy, Yonidoli, Foxy Queen Orkadoli.
Yes, so guys, very much welcome today. So today we thought of having a sit down and tackling questions that, that will help us, maybe like help you guys know us much better about maybe how we are going to raise our incoming kid. Right, baby?
Yeah.
Yes. So we have questions, yeah? But first of all, Foxy, can you say hi to your people?
Hi guys, hope you're doing well. It's been a minute. We are sorry we haven't been posting as often as we'd like to. Yeah, but we're going to try this week and do more. Yeah, so welcome to this channel.
Welcome.
Yeah, now you're going to learn our expectations, what we are planning, from the questions you're going to tackle. Yeah.
Are you ready, guys? So apparently we have several questions here on the phone. We thought of not writing them down on paper. That's the same thing. So we have several questions. We have almost 100 questions here. But for today, we maybe are going to tackle maybe only 20 something questions, and then you're going to call it a day. At least you have, you'll have a glimpse of how we are going, or how we're gonna do parenting, right, baby? You understand why I start? I ask you. Question number one, guys. We are right into it. Question number one, guys. What are your hopes and dreams for your child?
Hopes and dreams for my child. Obviously, number one is a better future for them. Not even a future, like better life. I want when my baby comes, they experience better living, than I have ever experienced. So that's my hope and my plan. My plan is to work even harder.
No, your hope
and my
your hopes and dreams.
Dreams for the child.
Yes.
Just to see them become everything that they were meant to be. Yeah, I want to be the kind of mom that creates space for my child to grow as themselves. Not fixing my fears and my emotions on them, but to allow them to grow to who they've been created to be. Yeah.
I would also say the same. Like, there's nothing beautiful as seeing your kid grow to becoming the person who they ever want to become. Yeah. So, as in for me, I'm really hoping that we're gonna give our child, an environment to learn, an environment to. We're gonna give them good exposure to the world and all. They're gonna explore different kind of things and all, just to help them, figure out fast what they want, what they want in this life, and to support them as from young age all the way up. Yeah, that is my hope and my dreams. And also to see them flourishing, right? And to see them doing great in life. That is my dream and hope. Question 2. I just read them. How do you imagine your life will change once our baby arrives?
How do I imagine our lives will change? Obviously, babies come with they take a lot of space, especially with your time, energy, they take up everything. So I know our lives will change so much in terms of attention. Our attention will go to the baby. In terms of our time, most of our time maybe will be spent with the baby, especially the first few months. So I know that it will take a lot of us. A lot of us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, for me, I think it's gonna change a lot of things. From the way we used to stay in the house, like the two of us. The two of us. Now there's a whole human being in the house.
Human being wants all the attention.
Yes, who wants all the attention. When he or he cries, we are there,
they're looking at them.
Oh my God, I think a lot of things gonna change. Even the way we usually have time for each other and all. I think that's a little bit. That's gonna change a little bit. A lot of focus will go to the kid now, because this is our first baby. Yeah, but at the same time, I think it's gonna bring us a lot of joy.
A lot of joy.
There's a lot of joy.
Actually, we are expecting this baby. Sometimes I wish they can just come tomorrow. Because I'm excited.
Don't wish what you're not ready for.
But it will come.
It will definitely come.
It will just come. So even if it comes tomorrow.
You're just okay.
Yeah, because it will come after all.
Yeah.
And then there's the excitement of meeting the baby. Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome. What values do you want to instill to your child?
Values?
Yes.
Most especially self-respect. Not only if it's a girl or a boy, but the child themselves. I want them to learn self-respect as early as when they are, a year old. Yes. Because I feel like once you respect yourself, you set your own standards. Yes. You're not swayed to the left and to the right. So number one, self-respect and confidence.
Yes.
I want to raise my child in terms of them being confident in themselves, that no matter what somebody says, no matter what somebody thinks of them, they don't care. So for me, the values I want to instill in them first, for themselves, they should be self-respected and confident.
Wow.
Another value, of course, is Christianity.
Yes.
Like religion, of course. Like I want them to know God from as early as childhood, because I've seen the benefit of growing up in church and all that. As much as sometimes it can come with its own challenges, I definitely want my child to grow up knowing that there's God and for them to believe in Him. Yeah.
Well, just to add on what you've said, also self-respect. That's a top. That's top tier. That's top. That's top. That's priority. Self-respect. And also, I think also when it comes to being outspoken, I would really love our kid to have a voice for themselves. Have a voice for themselves, and to have an opinion for themselves, and they can be able to speak it out. That also goes in line with confidence, and definitely Christian values. If you bring your kid up with with the Christian values, I don't think you can never go wrong. You can never go wrong. And also the values of friendship. The values of friendship. Because number one thing, I wouldn't really love my kid to just be taken for just to be taken advantage by anyone anyhowly. I'll teach them values for
teaching them from earlier on that there are people who will use you. There are people who will come with bad intentions. The reality is the world is not such a beautiful place sometimes. That there are people with ill intentions. So from earlier on, when we are growing up, yes, we knew there were bad people and good people, but we were never really told how to discern or how to protect ourselves. So teaching them how to protect themselves from, if you feel like somebody's energy is off, just stay off, stay away.
Exactly. Because I think, especially for me, if I was ever taught friendship value, like those things you need to look at, I would have seen so many red flags in so many people early, but it went on, and I was hurt for maybe months and years, and I have lost so many people who I thought they were friends, but they weren't, but they were not. So and lots of values, but that's just generally, but there is more. Yes, number 4. What are some of your favorite childhood memories that you hope to recreate for your child?
I think for me,
childhood memories.
My childhood memories. What I can remember, generally playing with friends. I'd love to give my child that freedom to have friends and to play around, to bring them in the house and to play. I think growing up, at some point we had a shop, so at sometimes. Me and my sister obviously would be asked to stay at the shop. So we'd look at other kids and they're playing, and it would really hurt our feelings. You had to grow up so fast because sometimes you lack the freedom to play and all that. So for me, playtime. Playtime.
Well, me, I think my childhood was a little bit boring. I never got to play with other kids. I can't say that I have my favorite childhood memory. I can't really say that. But no, I would really love, especially when it comes to kids love to play. And kids love to spend time. So I would really hope for, I would really wish, I would really ensure that my kids will maybe sometimes be even can invite other kids to come even for sleepover, like watch a movie together, like such kind of things. You never used
one
to do
way to know your child's character is when they're playing with other kids. You'll just know huyu ni mchokozi, huyu ako hivi na hivi. So like that time when they're playing with other kids is a good place to learn your kid.
To learn your kid.
And
to know who your kid is. But me, I would really love that, like a lot. Okay, how do you plan to balance work and family life?
Wow, that's a good one. So, of course, right now we are full-time content creators. Obviously, sometimes we are busy, like managing that, like shooting content and our baby and running errands, because literally sometimes we have to run so many errands. How we plan to balance? How do we plan to balance?
Me, I'm like, I think, well, it might not be.
Number one, obviously, with time we'll obviously get someone to help us. The number one thing, we are not going to put so much pressure on ourselves as parents that we're the ones who have to be there 24/7 for the baby. Like asking for help, then balancing in terms of we know when to work and when to spend time with the baby and when to be at home, all that, like juggling, balancing, not overworking or overstaying with the baby, you know. We are finding that balance, but most especially asking for help.
Yes, asking for help is good. Like employing people and all, I believe God is gonna get us to those levels of employing of being bosses. But for me, I don't think it's gonna be that much stuff. Especially for us, like right now, our content we are doing reality content.
So
most of the time we are home. Most of the times we are home, or maybe when you are going out, it's the whole family going out. When you're going somewhere, it's the whole family. So I don't think there will be that so much of collision with work and family. Maybe when God, because I believe God is gonna get us there. When maybe we are going to have maybe like other jobs, other businesses outside there, we have to monitor them, but we have also to like employ lots of people to manage businesses and all, so that maybe you can focus on this one or maybe on this one specific content creation. What you've said. Kuwa na watu as in, watu like
you know, sometimes when you become,
there can be so much
when you become parent, sometimes you just want to be, you're the one revolving around your child's world. And sometimes I feel like that comes with so much pressure. If I have to do it by myself or if we have to do it by ourselves, I feel like there'll be so much pressure. So much pressure.
Wow. What kind of role model do you want to be for your child? What kind of role model do you want to be for your child? Number one,
prayerful. We've already set a foundation for marriage of prayers. And I know the baby already knows we are very prayerful parents. So number one, I just want my baby to know that number one, prayers. Then love, unconditional love, space to grow, space to be yourself, all that. Yani, a good environment for them to grow. You?
I think you've said that.
You don't want to have anything to add?
Let me not add anything else, but being prayerful, just being us. Just being us.
Who we are.
Who we are. I don't want my kid to be, as in, to look up to me as a different role model. This is me, just as I am. I'll just be me. When it comes to my kids, I will raise them as me.
Not as Superman.
Not as Superman. not as what? Not as other people outside there. I will raise them as me.
Not as the society standards.
No, the society standards. The society say this. No. I will raise them as me. I'm the dad. We are the parents. So
we make the choice.
So the way I am, I would love to be my own role model too. As in, this is me. We just be us. Nothing different. Yes. What are some traditions or rituals you want to establish as a family?
Traditions
or rituals you want to?
Me, it goes back to Christianity.
Christianity.
Commitment to the work of God, being prayerful.
That's
because we've seen the power of prayers. Wherever we are right now, it's because of the power of the prayers we've been making. So for me, it goes down
to Christianity. That is one tradition that you keep forever.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you plan to involve extended family members in your child's life?
How do we plan to involve the extended family
in our child's life?
Of course, we'll allow a child to spend time with our extended family. Yeah, like to know them, to have time with them. But we've also always been talking about, will we allow for a child to stay at someone's place for weeks or months? And we felt a bit not so comfortable with that, especially if we are not there, because we've seen how what our society is bringing out in people lately. So I feel like obviously they'll interact with our extended family members, but I don't feel like we are at a safe place to say that they can spend all the time in the world with them.
Not really. I don't think we can let our kid like go for more than 2 weeks. I don't even myself. I don't even think when maybe sent to schooling, high school and all. I don't think I'll let them go to a boarding school or. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Because the society, for real, right now when you're bringing up a child, you have so many fears because of what you're seeing around.
Yes.
So like the more you see your child, the better.
The more you see your child, the better. That's the truth. That's the truth. The more you see your child, that's the better. The better. But okay, spend time with the extended family sometimes.
Of course.
Send them to grandma's place. You want some free time as a mom and dad, as a parent. You want to go you want to do this. Sometimes you just have to dump them somewhere for 2 or 3 days. Then you get them back later. So but they would definitely be spending time with the extended family. Yes. Okay. Okay. What are your thoughts on screen time and technology used for children?
I think screen time is good as long as it's regulated.
Yes, regulated.
Regulated screen time.
Regulated.
I wouldn't like to bring up my child who doesn't know technology in this era. Hell no. They must know how to use their smart tablets, their whatever, but very regulated.
Very much regulated.
Especially on school days, you can't use you can't start playing games on school days. Weekend, okay.
This is a huge one. What are your thoughts on allowing your child to take risks and explore their independence?
What are my thoughts on allowing my child to take risks and
explore their independence?
Hey, I'd love that. I want a child who is a risk taker. Absolutely. There's nothing you can achieve in this life if you're not ready to risk. I want a child who comes home and tells me, Mom, I have this idea. Can I try it? Yes.
Go try it.
Yes.
Go try. Go do it.
Yes. I want a risk taker, someone who thinks independently. A creative child. For you?
Definitely. Definitely, and especially when they are at the right age. Especially quite the independence. I would really love that. But at the right age. Because there are some. There's at an age that you let the kid be independent, and they will be like, wow,
they feel abandoned.
They will feel abandoned. They will go try out stupid stuff out there, and saving them from that would be so. But
as in independence with
exactly.
You're talking about independence in terms of like releasing them and letting go of them. But there's also this kind of independence whereby we have our baby, but they're able to think for themselves. To do stuff for themselves.
That's actually we're gonna teach our kids how to be independent. Actually, we're like when our kid gets like 2 years old, let them have their own room. Let them have their own room.
Actually, we are praying for that. We want them to have their own room.
Let them have their own room. Let them start organizing stuff for themselves. They're collecting their room.
When they wake up, the bed must be neat.
Exactly. They must take responsibility.
Their toys must be in order. That kind of independence.
Exactly. That's good. That's dope. I think myself I would really encourage that. Okay, what kind of, okay, all right. What are some of the life skills you hope to teach your child as they grow?
Life skills,
yes.
Communication, to be a good communicator.
A good communicator.
Yeah, confidence, of course. There's this aspect of knowing how to learn people, study people, psychologically part of life.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah, me, I'm for money.
Money.
My friend, me, I'm for money skills. Yeah. Oh my goodness. When it comes to finances, I really love our kid to learn a lot about money.
Yeah.
As early as possible.
Yeah. Because after all, once you grow up, the world revolves just around
Exactly. The world revolves around money. Like after you're done with school.
Yeah.
Your parents
without money, you're treated like shit. So
without money, you're called a poor person. You're being called a poor person. You're starting. Oh my goodness! I wouldn't love my kid to get to like they're in their teenage. They know nothing about money. You just giving them money, and they know nothing about money. They must, if possible, they must start earning.
Yeah. Knowing the value of money.
And let them know the value of money. What is money?
Yeah.
How does money circulate? What is this thing called money? How do we generate money? They must know.
Yeah.
They must know. And that is sometimes, take maybe if we have businesses out there, taking them to our businesses, seeing how our businesses are running. This is how money comes in. This is how the money goes out. This is what we spend. You have to earn so that you can spend.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to spending, you have to spend like this. Otherwise, if you spend badly,
that's a problem.
That's a big
Teaching
problem.
them even how to say.
Exactly, even how.
Getting them that little. What is it called? Is it a money box or what?
Yes.
A home bank. Yeah, you give them money and you tell them, this you eat, this one you can save.
Yes.
So that even when we're going to vacation, you have your own small money.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah, teaching them things like that. Yeah. Because most of us grew up, yes, we knew money was a necessity, but we were not taught the value, like even the psychology behind money and all that. Yeah.
I think if I was ever taught, I don't blame my parents. I don't blame them at all. They did all they could. Kwa uwezo wao walifika penye walifika kwa uwezo wao. But I'm like, for me, yes, when it comes to investing, they must really know how to invest. That is investing in different. If I was taught how to invest in different areas, like in businesses and all, like what kind of, where can you, government bonds, mutual funds, whatever, blah 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 blah, those kind of areas early. Right now, maybe I would be. Just imagine if you are taught like how to invest when you were teenagers.
Would have grown up very focused.
Yeah, you'd have grown up very focused. But well, those are some of life skills. What are the life skills?
Treating how to live with other people.
How to live?
Living.
Oh, living. How to live with other people. Wow. Okay.
Two last ones.
Yeah, two last one, guys, and then we are done. Okay, so what are some how do you plan to handle questions about sensitive topics such as death or sex with your child?
Wow. Wow. Now that's the reality now, the reality part. I think I'm going to be raw and candid. Yeah. Most of the time we grew up, we were told things that were not true. When it came to death, the kind of explanation we were given, I want to teach my child that there is death, people come and people go. About sex, when they are at the right age, it's good to have that open conversation because you know that the society is already presenting the full manual. So, of giving them raw and candid information will be what can protect them. So, yeah.
Because if you don't tell them the truth,
they'll find out in other ways.
They'll definitely find it out in other ways. If you don't tell them,
then, especially to protect them in this society right now, it's better to tell them things the way they are, so that even if your child is touched in the wrong way, they will know. They will know and they can speak up.
Yes.
Rather than we don't have that conversation with my child. If someone touches them, they can't even come to me and tell me. Yeah.
And especially being at that stage where kids are curious.
Yeah.
They're asking you the question, Mommy, what happens? I'm gonna tell them the truth. Let them start learning as early as
possible. Maybe the line that I was that my parents did not help me.
There are some things that I tried testing because no one had ever told me about. So I was just curious. I wanted to know. I want to research on myself. I want to do this because my parents never told me that kind of things. So I had to do research on my own.
Yeah.
And maybe there's some kind of information that I was being told, like, it looks
naive.
Exactly.
Doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense.
Add up.
Yes. And surely it never made sense because what I came to realize later on after experiencing life here and there.
Knowledge is power, and when you give your child knowledge, you're giving them power. Power to stand up for themselves, power to protect themselves. So when you're telling your child, we can't even sit and talk to a child about sex. Trust me, someone else will. Me, sometimes I watch podcasts kama ya Jirida and Dani. She talks with her daughter.
Yeah.
So good. So good, like open conversations.
Open conversations.
So good, so good. That this child, when they go out there, no one can manipulate them into thinking this is right, yet it's not right.
Yes.
When I tell them sex is something God ordained, but it's not right at this time. Wait until you're married.
Until you're married.
Yeah. You understand? Yeah, things like that.
Things like those.
Yeah. As we were told, don't have sex, but you're never given a good reason.
So because I told don't have sex, you're gonna, you know what?
I'm going to have.
If you tell a kid or maybe a youth or maybe just anyone, don't do this.
They'll do it. Yeah.
What you tell them not to do, that's exactly what they're gonna do.
Yeah. When you're teaching your child, you're not even telling them don't do this. You are teaching them why it's important to abstain, why it's important to protect yourself, especially when you come to learn about soul ties and all that. Like teaching them, enabling them to see that there's another side of sex, not just the pleasure and all that. Yeah.
And that also puts us as parents in a very place, in a very hot kind of in terms of gaining knowledge.
Yeah.
Because
you have to
gain knowledge. You have to know
what you say.
You have to tell them about soul ties. What are soul ties? You are like
you have to know a few books that you can recommend.
You can recommend to them. You can read to them.
Yeah. Sure.
When it comes about death, tell them you know nothing about death.
Yeah.
You yourself, you fear death.
Yeah.
And your kid is asking you like
about death. We can't discuss this. If you discuss it, we are going to attract it.
Yeah. So as a parent, we must also be well versed with some topics, with a lot of information. So when your kid comes to you with questions, because I believe in some of our parents, maybe even if you would have asked them some questions, they didn't even have information or the right knowledge.
Let's talk about sex. Our parents, the only reason they were saying that we should not have sex is because they were told not to have sex.
Yeah.
But most of the time, they did not know much about soul ties, those deep stuff. They just say, don't have sex. You don't have sex.
Don't have sex. Yeah. Why? It was tough. It was so it is good that even if you are here and you're an aspiring parent or if you're a parent, be well versed. Right now I'm confident. If my kid comes and asks me about sex or about death, I'm in a better place to explain to them everything and to be very, very honest with them. Yeah. So. And not only about death and sex, there are so many things.
Talking about the reality.
So many things.
I think they pointed out sex and death because they're so sensitive.
Yeah, very sensitive. Very sensitive. Wow.
They're not like discussing marriage, discussing, other things. They're so sensitive.
Yeah, there are things like relationships and all. There is homosexuality and all. There's a lot.
Yes.
You must be well versed.
To know why you're telling them not to do it.
Exactly. The last one, guys. The last one. Okay, let me get a good one. Okay. Now here's a question. What? Okay. All right. How do you plan This is a good one, guys. How do you plan to handle situations where your child faces peer pressure or bullying?
Wow.
Peer pressure, where the child faces peer pressure or bullying. The kid comes home and she's like, Dad or Mom, the kids are bullying me.
Or peer pressure in terms of they're doing something because other people are doing it. All that pressure. They want to look a certain way because other people are looking that.
Because that thing, it has caused so many people, especially peer pressure among youths. Most people, most young women and boys have died. They have died due to peer pressure. Some of them are in depression. You want something that you can't even afford, like because you have seen someone else do it, you also want to do it. Like there's a lot. So how would we handle that as parents?
So early as we've said, creating open communication with the child.
Yes.
Because most of the time, when you're in that stage, you feel like nobody understands you. You have so much energy. You're emitting so much negativity. Like from earlier on, I want my child to know, home, there's open space for communication. Why are you doing this?
Yes.
Why is it that you've changed so much? What is wrong? What is happening? How can we help you?
Yes.
How can we be there for you? And we know you want all this stuff. We know you're changing so much. How can we help you? Like trying to understand them. I feel like when you're in that stage, you always feel like nobody understands.
Yes.
So trying to understand them is one.
Wow.
And then if my child experiences bullying, my friend, I'ma be there. I'ma be there. And I'ma deal with you. If you bully my child, I'ma deal with you. I mean that one. I'm dealing with it. And obviously, talking to the child, getting help. If it's so bad, getting help for them and all that. But trust me, I'm not going to be silent if my child is bullied. I'm not just going to talk to them and do nothing about it. If it's in school, I'm going to be there.
Yeah. Apart from, I believe, before even we go to the school and try and talk things out, what's happening? Kid is getting bullied in school. What is happening?
Resolve with the child.
Yes, resolve with it. Definitely, it will start from the kid. Even before they come to us, our kid. Let me tell you, if I'm gonna raise a girl or if I'm gonna raise a boy, regardless of the gender, they're gonna be tough kids.
Yes.
They're gonna be tough.
They're gonna be tough.
They're gonna be tough. This guy bullied me, but
I dealt with it.
And now I'm me for punishment, blah blah blah. Or I try to deal with the guy, but he overpowered me. But yes, I am. But I'll teach them to be tough.
Self-defense is okay. I wish I learned how to defend. I learned that it was okay to defend myself because many people tried to take advantage of me or tried to bully me and make me feel small because I did not have a voice. I must teach my child how to have a voice.
Thank you. No, it is not a must that you teach them how to fight.
Yes.
But speaking, being outspoken. Speaking for yourself and being confident. That is vital. That is number one. That is number one.
Nobody gives a damn about you out there. If you're not there for yourself, the world can easily crash you to whatever it wants you to be. So teaching them to be bold enough to stand up for themselves, that is very important. And if that thing is so bad, we deal with it as parents.
Deal with it as parents.
Maybe I'm not going, someone like my mom, if I told her I was bullied in school, she wouldn't give a damn. She'd just be like, what will you do? What will you find? She wouldn't deal with it. So I'd carry that pain, those emotions and all that. Let me know. Whether you'll tell me the whole story and listen, then tomorrow we will go to school, to the office, and we will get to the bottom. We'll get to the bottom of that matter.
Yes.
There's no way my child will go to school every day with their mental health not okay.
Yes.
I wouldn't allow that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna be a wonderful experience for us being parents. There are so many questions that you haven't tackled. This will be part one. Maybe we're gonna have a part two. Maybe when the kid is maybe here.
Yeah. Obviously we'll have part two.
We're definitely gonna have a maybe before the kid comes. And we'll see. We'll see.
They are playing.
So that will mark the end of our video today. Thank you very much for staying to this far. If you've stayed to this far, may God bless you so much. We love you so much. We love you so much. Thank you for the much love you guys are showing us every day. Mazee, we love you so much and may God bless you big. This is the Foxy family. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and make sure you turn on the notification bell so that anytime that we post,
you can be
notified that the Foxy family has posted a video. May God bless you so much.
We love you.
We love you.
See you in the next one.
Bye.
Ciao.
Bye. Ciao.